Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hell yeah. All right, it works. Cool. Cool. So as you can see, we have completely changed things around here. Brand new setup. I think we're all pretty much good to go here. So I can only stream for like another hour and a half or two, maybe, tops. So we're not going to get super far in this, but I did want to take a minute and pick up on our Baldur's Gate stream because we haven't done that in a little while. So that's what we're going to be doing today. The downside about this new setup, at least temporarily while I have the camera where it is you guys can't see the dog anymore. I will eventually be getting a dog cam. It's pretty much like bottom priority right now, but eventually I will have a second camera right behind me that's going to be focused on his bed. That way you can see him whenever you want to. But for now, it is what it is. I'm also wearing my coat because it's super cold today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and load up our Gale file, and here's your proof. Once again, we are still in honor mode. Even though it says when you pause the game, tactician, we're still in honor mode. Today, I actually do have like a little to-do list of things that we're supposed to be doing. Starting with, oh, that's right, I wanted to talk about a couple things from the last time we streamed. First of all, what's up, man? How you doing today? How you doing, Yogi? Welcome to the stream. But the last time we streamed, we ended up accidentally killing a certain deep gnome, and I kept calling him Wolbrin, which I apologize about again, because I know that his name is Barcus. Barcus is the man, but he is dead. It is what it is. So, my bad on that. We will be communicating with his corpse today, which will be nice. And also, I think I found a fix to the constant screaming in the background, so we're going to see if we can fix that as well. Where do we start off? Oh, that's right. All right. So first off, we're gonna hit these
singing
things.
It's beautiful.
I'm not gonna spoil it in case you don't know what it is. Probably will take me a second to get. As you all know, I like to sit here loot every little thing. So my bad. Not even my bad. You'll thank me later when you're surviving. If you pop over here, and you don't need to bring your whole party, but there is a dirt mound that you can find. Just added a couple sellable items. You know how I feel about money. Gotta get that bread. It took me so long to set up my computer, guys. Oh my god. I expected it to be like a 3-hour tops situation. And it's been 2 days. It's been 2 almost full days trying to figure this thing out. And I finally got it running the way that I want to. Alright, so before you talk to this kid and come over here, make sure that you're pretty topped up on health. You don't need to be perfect, but on second thought, honestly, it'd be best to split everyone
at the ready
and have them all cluster together.
Watch your back.
That way you can have Shadowheart come over here and throw a potion. Just make sure everyone's topped up.
Such a pretty song.
And then we can talk to Murkon over here. It updated automatically and lost all my images from the whole year?
Listen.
Dude. Holy shit. That sucks, man. I don't... 10,000? Oh my god, dude. That's... Everyone go give F-Mead a follow. Check out his work. He isn't a photo editor, and he does fantastic work, and he apparently needs your help right now. So definitely go check him out. Dude, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. It doesn't really matter what you say to Murkon here. We're just going to listen to the music because it's pretty.
A sweet melody beckons you. It vibrates with magic. A harpy's charm.
We are going to struggle against it, though, because as you just realized, this is a harpy that's singing this song. We do not want to start this fight enthralled by them, so we're going to try to break out of it as quickly as possible. Might as well give guidance. No reason not to.
The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Nice. All right, cool. We broke out of that, so that's lucky. Hey, Blanchy. Do you want water or coffee? Okay, because that's all I'm drinking right now. Thank you for the hydrate, friend. All right, Yogi, thank you so much for stopping by. Everyone go give my friend Yogi a follow. And go check out Blanchy as well. Blanchy's another member of the Web Creative. And he is a fantastic... What do you call yourself? Are you a variety streamer? But he makes rings every Thursday night. And I think that's the coolest freaking thing. You should go check him out. He works with all kinds of unique, awesome materials. It's fantastic. All right, everyone. We're going to keep moving. Get back. It's a trick. We're going to try and save him. I mean, ultimately, he's going to do what he's going to do, but we at least want to make the effort.
No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Yeah, see how they're all lured? Because they all failed their wisdom saving throws? That's not good. Alright, cool. She at least broke free of it. Might be a good idea to have her frenzy now. Get as close as we can.
Got it.
And then I'm going to have her throw something. What we want to do is we want to interrupt this thing.
Want to do it?
There we go. Now that the concentration's broken, everyone is able to act normally. And whenever one of these things starts singing, you just want to focus on that one for the time being. That way you don't end up getting yourself killed. And I know it's been a while, but remember with Quoth, we want to be able to fly, because that'll increase her range of motion. Hey, thanks for the follow, Metal Dragon. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Right, so then we got Astarion. Let's go ahead and do this, because we want him to jump as far as he can. Let's get there. And then we'll have him jump behind, hopefully not landing in the fire. And remember, during the last stream, that's alright, he took a damage. We upgraded these guys so that they're using their elixirs of hill giant strength. If you haven't done that yet, do that right now. That way they are doing as much damage as they possibly can.
Let's finish this.
Shadowheart, we'll just have her kind of move up here, pull out her bow. She already had her bow out, and we'll try and... I'm amazed she hit with that 45% chance to hit. She can't hit with 95% chance to hit. Alright, so now if he is able to break out, he'll try and run away, which is good. You want to just let him go for now. And then... what do we got? How much life does this one have? 3. Oof. Maybe. We'll try it. Why not? Nice, Quoth. Hell yeah.
Unleash me.
Then, him, same thing. He should have used his elixir of hill giant strength as well. You can do brace. I might go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a short rest after this anyways. Just increases the damage output a little bit. Although with their 55% chance, I'm gonna turn off sharpshooter. Forgot to do hunter's mark, but that's okay. Do that.
Ready for another round?
Okay, you're not going to be able to get as close as I want you to, so how about you jump? Can you do that? Hell yeah. And then we're going to have her go ahead and do... oh boy, here we go. Okay, he's fine. We're going to have him focus on this one. See? That's why I love monks, man. Boom. Another enemy down. Super quick. Nice and easy.
What should I do?
You should attack this one, even though you have a very low chance to hit. Let's see if Sacred Flame is a little bit higher. We just want to try and interrupt its concentration. That's all we're trying to do there. Oh, did you resub? Thank you very much for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad I could finally join a stream, yeah. No, man, I appreciate it. Always a blast having you around. And thank you very much for the sub. You didn't have to, but you did, and it goes a long way, and I appreciate you. Make it over here to attack him? You might be able to. So we'll rend. Or not. Bollocks. She's gonna lose her rage because of that. Alright, cool. He resisted at least. Kill that one. And then that leaves one more. Quickly. Get you up here. Oh, stop moving. We want to jump across the water. Obviously, it'll make him move a little bit further. There we go.
Need to stay focused.
Okay. You're not going to do anything anyways, so just say good plan. Everyone's doing surprisingly well on health, which I'm really excited about. More often than not, I spend so many turns Lord that I have to spend a lot of Shadowheart's time healing. So I'm glad that that is not an issue.
You'll die for this
Alright,
creature.
now we can go ahead. Probably won't even need to waste the Kai point. Boom. God, I love monks. Alright, now Murkon will follow you, and he'll talk to you.
Are they gone?
Alright, so again, we're doing a good guy character. Feel free to respond to this however you want to. I'm going to ask him if he's alright.
No. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
Take a breath, deep and slow. You're safe now.
That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad.
Oh, Maul will survive.
Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
What have we here?
There we go. Start looting things all willy-nilly. Okay. You can come up here. And remember with those elixirs, our jump speed is through the roof now. There's usually not much up here. Yeah, this guy had a candle. Whoop-de-doo. But if you come back down and go back here, there is this chest that you can find. But you don't just get experience for finding a chest. If you look at your map, pay attention to your mini-maps, people. There is a secret area this way.
Let's see what those Harpies were holding.
Grab these. There's a couple of books that we can read later. Ring of Color Spray is just garbage. I hate color spray, and I'm just gonna hold on to that for now as a potential item for Gale to consume. Whatever one is the least, will get me the least amount of money at this point is the one that he's going to consume next. Alright, so we did the Harpies. We're going to go talk to Maul now. We haven't done that yet. So we'll go ahead and take a short rest too.
A brief
Pretty tough fight. Donnie! Donnie, isn't it? I want to see the dragon's lair.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Hey, thanks for showing me the door. It's actually possible to find this earlier. When you first talk to him, he disappears through the hatch without you noticing. If you roll a high enough insight or perception, you'll see him going through. A Game Boy Advance. Wow. Sometimes you say things, or people say things, and it just reminds me how old I am. And I take a moment, and I'm like, oh. I remember my first Game Boy Advance, the lime green one. No, it wasn't even a Game Boy Advance, it was a Game Boy Color. Alright, so in here you got a couple different things. I'm just going to pop up here to fill out the map. You don't have to do that. There's all these kids running around. This is the lady that stole the ring.
You're blocking my light. Oh, I remember you. You're the one who helped me get away. You want something? Or you just here to stare at my forehead?
Tell me the truth. That adventurer's locket. You have it?
Look, if I had it, would I tell you? This entire conversation is a waste of our time, don't you think? Now find yourself a maze and get lost. I'm busy.
You came! I have... Here. Mole said I should thank you properly for the Harpies. So I wrote you a story.
Aren't you the clever one? That's very kind.
It's about you. I hope you like it.
Don't feel obligated to talk to all these kids. You don't need to do it. The only one that you really need to talk to is Maul, and I don't know where she is, so I'm just going to talk to everyone until I do.
Oh. Hello again. Maul's in charge here, not me.
And frankly, need is a strong word. You don't even need to talk
You
to Maul
don't
if
look
you don't
so
want to.
tough. Maul fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
A whole ass
To run
hobgoblin.
the ring scam.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some Harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same.
Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know?
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Quite the opposite. I want to invest in the newest Thieves Guild on the Swords Coast.
Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe.
Oh, Maul.
I had a feeling you'd be back.
Thought you might need help with something.
I do, as a matter of fact.
There it is.
Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
What do you do with something like that? This is like the hidden quests. She hires you to steal the idol, and it's tricky.
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
I could help you get it, but my time's valuable to me.
Sure. When we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut.
I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else?
Do you have anything to trade? I think she just said... Oh, she does. Anything that would help me out? No.
Anything else?
Alright, though.
You've been
That's
a
all.
friend to us. Come back anytime.
So yeah, that's what you get if you're nice to all the kids. You get the quest to help her steal the idol. It's actually a fairly challenging quest unless you intentionally want to piss off the druids, which I don't recommend doing. And again, there's a bunch of stuff down here that we're going to ignore for now. You can try to steal it, but there's so many kids that it's actually pretty hard to do. And if you get caught, they all get pissed off at you. It's better to just wait until they leave. Alright, that's that. We're going to go to the Blighted Village and take care of something real quick. Oops. There we go. I didn't realize that you could do this last time we were here, so we might as well.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Oh, what were you doing here, Barcus?
Find him,
Who are you looking for?
Wulbrin. My Wulbrin.
And why do you need to find this Wulbrin?
Flames in the dark. His amulet found bloodied.
How did you come here?
Left the Underdark. Way home. Nearby.
Who exactly are you?
Barcus. He called me Barcus.
For those
can
of you
ask no more questions.
wondering how the hell this happened, we had just hit level 4 and I was all excited and I wasn't paying attention and I hit the wrong brake lever on the windmill. So the windmill started going much faster and Barcus went flying. It was actually kind of heartbreaking, but it does happen. Alright, next we go to back to the Zhentarim hideout. Fine, hoops. We're gonna take a minute and head into the Underdark. It's a little bit, I wouldn't call it cheesy. We're getting some items that'll be beneficial to us at level 4 and 5. And why wait for them when they're readily accessible, right? How you doing today, Dark? So be careful in this area. These guys are wandering around all over the place. There's really not much to steal. I didn't even know about this. This actually counts as stealing for some reason, which is funny. Take all that. We want to try and do what we're planning on doing without pissing them off. If you piss them off, it's not the end of the world. Just fight them and move on. But try not to, because they do make another appearance later on in the game, and we kind of want to be on their good side. But there's some items over here. These ones aren't considered stealing, so don't worry so much here. Plenty of food, all this sausage. Oh, see? I'm trying to sneak like I would in Pillars of Eternity. I'm all turned around. And all this alcohol as well. I can go right to camp. Head over this way. Doing a little better than you were last night. Oh, okay, that's what the big W is. Good, good. Your back is doing better. That's good to hear. This is what I'm talking about right here. We want to kind of sneak this way. There we go. Yeah, another scroll of magic missile. Hell yeah. Get you up. Go. Okay. And we'll just kind of send everyone down here. We only need one person for this. Whoever has your highest sneak, which is probably Gale. Separate him. We'll separate Quoth as well. And we want to come this way. Now, be very careful doing this. If you ultimately get caught, it's not the end of the world. But try not to. It'll save you a headache later. And what we're going to do here is, first things first, turning into turn-based mode. So let's have him go stealth. And then come over here. We'll see what happens.
Making me sweat.
Alright, so then we want to pick this lock as long as no one is looking at you. That's the trick here. If people are staring at you, don't do this yet. And you can tell that by whatever button it is for you to see their red line of sight. Just make sure that you're out of that. We're going to go this way.
That way. Trap.
All these meats. Alright, cool. And then we'll do that.
Well, well, well.
They're fine out there as long as you don't do anything with them. You know, just let their turns run out. Keep checking out here to make sure that these guys aren't turning around and looking your way. You want to be sure that you're, doing this safely. I recommend every turn taking one of your standard actions and trying to either disarm these or locking them. Don't waste your actions if you can avoid it. Then take the rest of your movement and check out all this stuff.
Interesting.
See, that guy's turned around now. He's coming back, so I want to be able to... I want to make sure that I'm not going to be seen if he happens to look inside this room. So just make sure you position yourself appropriately. I'm sure there's other ways of doing this that are better, safer, whatever. But this is just the way that I have done it in the past, and it seems to work out for me. Open that up. That one just has a lot of money, things to sell. I'm going to get over here. Make sure I'm out of his line of sight. Pick that lock. You can just use thieves' tools. Luckily, we have 15 of them. Send this to Karlach. This is why we wanted to come in here. This is one of the pieces of infernal iron. And we need that for Karlach. Try not to be seen. And then in one more turn, we should be able to get out of there. As long as he doesn't catch me right now. So the second we're out of here, we can go ahead and stand back up. You can take it out of turn-based mode if you want to, and you can come this way. This one is much trickier because these guys do not like to give you a second to go over there. So you gotta wait for the right opportunity to go back and see what I'm talking about? It's insanity. There we go. Go down here. Turn-based mode. Wow. This is heartbreaking. It's okay. We have thieves' tools to spare. There we go. Jeez. Goodness. Okay. Now we can open that door. And we can sneak inside. Just make sure that you can sneak into a safe place out of sight, like in the corner of the room, on every turn. Or as close as you can, anyways. Now we'll have him do this. Grab this bowl. That plate. I would advise extreme caution here. Cool. Just gonna take these. These are the Abyss Reckoners. I'm not a huge fan of items that cause you to go mad, so I'm just gonna sell these. But they're there if you want them. They're worth a small fortune, which is nice. Okay, do I have enough to... No, I don't. So I'm just gonna go over here, take advantage of your dash, and try to just be as careful as possible over here. Alright, so we're gonna move over here out of the line of sight. That's gonna block the view, so you're perfectly safe inside there. Is there anything else even in here that's worth grabbing at this point? A little bit of money right here. And that's it. So now we can... We're not gonna make it out this turn, so we're just gonna play it safe.
Don't touch me.
Yeesh. Alright, we're gonna wait. Just wait it out. Wait until you have your opportunity to make it out safely. That should work.
On my way.
Take it out of that, and stand back up, and get out of there, and they'll never know a thing. Got some money, got some stuff.
But now...
We could go ahead and talk to Daman right now, but I'm going to wait until I find the next waypoint to save us a little bit of time. Over here, lockpick this,
sort of thing.
and we can head down into the Underdark, way earlier than we would be able to otherwise.
Such depth to the shadows. I don't care what others
Okay, now
say
this
about
part
the
is
Underdark.
going to take me a
It's
second because of
beautiful
a
down
ton
here.
of crates and items and stuff down here that we can loot. Whole bunch of food, whole bunch of clothes that we can sell. If you're not following along exactly, feel free to skip this part. But I recommend, as always, going ahead and looting everything.
In for a surprise?
The more potions and stuff that you have, the more alchemy ingredients, the more food, it all just comes into play later. Keeps you healthy and alive. Keep seeing people online saying they're stuck on honor mode because they ran out of food. And I'm like, how? How did you let that happen to yourself? Can you theoretically do it without doing all this? Sure. Why risk it? We're going to sell all of those. I don't like the false life scrolls. They're kind of a waste of time. Feel free to use them because they do have, they give you temporary hit points, so they can be good, but I find that they are more often than not less temporary hit points than what you can get through other means. There you go. I just made up for all those thieves' tools that we lost. All these poisons and oils and stuff I'm going to keep right on Gale, or whoever your ranger is.
An earthquake down in the Underdark. The stuff of nightmares.
You know it's not an earthquake. Arrow of Darkness, I sell. You can use them if you want to, I just never waste the time with them.
Fungal spores. Must be myconids nearby.
Womp womp womp. I've gotten so many nat 1s this playthrough, and I've gotten, I think, 1 or 2 crits. One when I was talking to a cow. Oh, actually, all of these can go to Karlach.
More are coming.
Who? What in the hells are you?
They're coming. They're coming.
I'm gonna still my mind to this unusual voice.
This might be some devil's ploy. Don't listen to it.
They're coming. You're coming.
More things to sell. I know, it's boring, it's slow, it takes a long time to go through and check all these things. It's worth it, man. Alright, so fair warning before this fight, there are some traps at the bottom of this. You clearly don't want to try and set those off, so I'm going to send Shadowheart over this way. And, oh, shoot, everyone better come with me. Thank you. You could try to sneak attack the Minotaur. I've mentioned before that I'm not very good at that, and I don't really tend to bother, so... So funny. notice these things have a lot more health than the enemies that we're used to fighting. They are only level 4, surprisingly.
Let's turn someone inside out.
We're going to have you go ahead and do a Step of the Wind dash. That way you can jump over here away from those traps. And maybe get up close enough to punch it.
Let's
Yes.
play.
Alright, Karlach. It's go time.
Karlach is going to go this way. She might not make it far enough. Oh, she can. Okay, cool.
What's it gonna take?
Got to focus.
Okay, and then Shadowheart. You have a better chance to hit with Sacred Flame right now? You do. That's fine.
Got to move.
Let's get you a little bit closer. Ouch. Alrighty then. So we're going to go ahead and hit you.
Let's spill some blood.
You're going to stand up. Boom. One down. Get him a little bit closer
Now
in case he
this
wants
is
to
my
move.
happy place.
Do I want to waste the Frenzy Charge? Let's try and save it. We'll do a Pommel Strike, though. You're going to heal yourself. That's what you're going to do. Yeah. Just have you take a potion. And then... And that's why we moved him up. Nice. Why is she not hitting for much damage at all right now?
I need healing.
It's like she's tickling him. I don't understand it. A little bit outside of normal range, so we'll have him bounce up a little bit. Oh, okay. As long as you're avoiding the traps, that's all I care about. $54 frickin' damage out of our boy Astarion. God, I love
Can't
it.
afford to stay idle.
Okay. Go over here. Oh, gosh. Please don't make me fight the Bulette right now. Preserve life, and then drink a couple potions. Do one more.
Lost
Okay.
in thought.
54 friggin' damage. Yeah, kid. How you doing, Seth? Welcome to the party. Amulet of the Unworthy. I think this is another one of those garbage magic items that it's just worth selling. It does give you resistance to some damage. It gives you vulnerability to others. It's not worth the trade-off. Just get rid of it. Whole bunch of money there. Throughout the Underdark, you will come across a lot of alchemy ingredients. Just make sure you're grabbing all those. Thank you so much, Blanchy, for hanging out with us for a little while. It's good seeing you. It's a pleasure as always. Guys, go give Blanchy here a follow if you're not following him already. Wonderful, wonderful variety streamer. I said it earlier. I'll say it again. He's a great guy. Good friend of mine. Blanchy, you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful evening. And hell, go check out Sethosaur while you're here too. He's the man. All kinds of good streamers popping in tonight. I love it. Love to see it. Alright, so now that we're in the Underdark, there's a couple of places that we want to go. Our ultimate goal is to head up here, but we're going to start by going a little bit south and just clearing up some things and getting some experience as we go. There might be one fight. It's a fight that you want to try to avoid if you can, but it might just happen to you. If it does, just accept it. These nightlights, find out who has the highest nature. So he's got 4.
What a charmer.
I'm going to go ahead and give him guidance as well to Gale.
Quite ready for you.
And these nightlights, if you're successful on the nature, you can then withdraw the
bones. Must have
item
fallen.
from them. There we go.
Ripe with magic.
We can appreciate both of you. We appreciate you, Seth. Or I do. I can't speak for Dark. He probably doesn't. Oh, there it is. Crap.
Best watch my
He's going to keep
step.
going? Thank God. All right, cool. We don't want to piss that thing off. I mean, we can take it at this level, but it's probably better to wait till level 5. Or at least when we're slightly more prepared for it. Hey, okay, welcome to the party. How you doing today? Gonna go ahead and take the boots off of that corpse that's crushed under there. All these skeletons and stuff, you can probably safely skip. I mean, you don't have to loot every single one like I am. But, I mean, you're still gonna get money from all the weapons and stuff that they're carrying, so I recommend it. Okay, we're gonna grab this, and then we're gonna grab you and you. Okay. This fun little sword, weapon,
Slender
item.
drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
2 ways to do this. You could just grab the sword with both hands and pull. That's frankly what I'm gonna do, because I think that we have enough strength to do that. Or not at all.
No matter how you grip or tug, the sword remains firmly lodged in the stone.
I love the nat ones. And we're going to go ahead with religion. This feels holy. Consider what the appropriate ritual might be. Look out for that headdress.
This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Illustray. Blood can only be honored with blood.
So you can shed a few drops of blood onto the stone. Just a few drops,
The drow
Gale.
script
Jeez.
inscribed on the blade flickers and glows. It rises from the stone, hanging in the air in silent offering.
Boom. So this item, I do recommend
I'd love to,
equipping.
thanks.
Okay. It is technically a little bit less damage, but it has the Falar Alluve abilities, which are pretty wonderful. It's worth the damage drop. The abilities that it gives are pretty sweet, because now you can do this. This gives you basically Bless and Bane for your enemies and allies. So then we can come back this way.
Timusks, known to cause confusion. Best
Oop.
not get too close.
Guess we're not going that way. There we go. Don't go that way yet. There is an enemy over there that you probably can beat at this level, but just wait. We're going to head that way eventually anyways. But we do want to come up this way. Like I said, you can probably safely skip all these skeletons and stuff, but go ahead and grab that key. We missed it, but that Minotaur is alive when you first get here, and it walks towards that gate, and then it dies. And it's meant to show you that you are not supposed to go that way. So we will not go that way. All right.
Monster's not around.
If you have dead end mage hand, you can send someone into this rocky crevasse.
That's not a
But
gale-sized
clearly we
hole.
do not, so I'm not worried about it. We will go the long way to get to that, but that's fine. Normally I have Lae'zel in my parties. This is always where I end up fighting the Bulette, which I don't want. Oh, yep, there he is. He's gonna fight me this time too. Sure is. Okay, get everyone to back up a little bit. Just away from that erupting mass. Shovel, we'll have you take a couple steps forward. Okay. This thing is tougher. It's not impossible, but 162 health is not anything to scoff at.
Knight to King 5.
Take this off. Damn.
Bye forever, pal.
Can you get close enough? You can. We'll take this off. We will have her frenzy for this fight.
Watch
Nah,
this.
he's getting close. Or
Close
not.
ranks.
Talk to me.
Okay, Shadowheart. I want you to heal yourself again. 50, 45, 35. Shovel. You can't get close enough, so we'll have you dash.
Time to kill.
You are not going to make it, but I will have you dash instead of using up a Kai point to get closer. That way you can attack it twice. I find that's better on these tougher enemies. See, even he's not doing nearly as much damage as he should be right now, because this thing is just tough. but that's going to provoke a lot of opportunities. Hell yes. Or just one that just like stop moving.
The lance board is set.
By the way, the stream is looking tight. Thank you so much, Seth. I appreciate that, man. Took me a long time to set all this up. I really appreciate that.
Can't give up. Not
Tight
now.
like a tiger.
This feels good. Feel.
Oh, that was a weird glitch. Nice, Karlach. Oop, bye, shovel. There we go. See, 150 XP. That was a lot.
Gladly.
Can't short rest, but shouldn't need to. Bulette has the Blood Guzzler Garb. When an enemy damages the wearer gains wrath. I think this is a good item for Karlach right now. Actually, Karlach or Astarion could either one of them could use that. And since...
What's the story?
Well, neither of them really has anything. You have that.
Someone there.
You're wearing your normal clothes. I'm going to give it to Karlach.
Attention!
There we go.
How delicious.
Out of sheer curiosity. Yeah, buddy. We're doing that.
Mask and torch stalks. Hell of a combination.
Obviously, be careful here.
Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
That ought to do it. This goes back up to where we just were. Up top. So we're going to go this way.
Quite.
Despite your efforts to stave it off, the gnawing power within you demands
finally. Jeez,
more
that took a while.
magic.
Alright, so which item do we have that is the least useful? Oh, I forgot to equip Herald.
Hey, good looking.
There you go. Give her Herald. And
What's
then I
next,
don't
I
think we
wonder?
ever swapped out her weapon either. Can give her the hunting shortbow, which is an upgrade. And then we can give him that one. This one is worth 65. We're going to go ahead and add that to wares. This one is worth 130. We're going to go ahead and add that to wares. 40. They're going to go ahead and consume the ring of color
The item
spray.
was enough to quell the orb's complaints. It remains disturbed, disjointed. It will not be appeased by such fare much longer.
Now we're up here. We're going to destroy these things real quick. That scroll as well. And we're just going to swing this way real quick and grab the items off of these dead bodies. Guidance on Gale.
You have my attention.
Grab these. All that fun stuff. Guy just carrying a fish around. No big deal. Don't want to go too far south over here because that's going to start another quest line. So I'm just going to grab these two right here. Call it a day. And we're going to head back up.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
We want to be nice to the Myconids. They have a lot of really excellent items that we definitely want. We don't want to cause a war here. So we are going to use Seek Understanding, focus on the Sovereign Song, or do whichever one is your best in. I happen to be best in Insight, so that worked out really well.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
I sense your fear, and I've come to aid you.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The sovereign expects you.
I was just, needed to fix. It worked! My alerts work! Ah! Thank you so much for the subscribe. Oh, man. Thank you, Dark. I appreciate you, man. 3 months! Woo! Hard to believe it's been that long. That's a good warning to everyone to keep me turned down a little bit, I guess. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. 3 months. I cannot believe it's been that long. Well, it's only been like 2 full months, and we're entering into month 3 right now. But that's wild. That's crazy to think about. Hey, Tuck, it's gonna lurk for a bit while we eat dinner and watch Super Natty. Nice. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm so glad that my alerts are working, dude. Oh, man. That has been driving me insane for days. I found a video online, and I'm going to have to comment on that video in a second and praise that dude. I am very much looking forward to continuing with our Baldur's Gate Honor Mode run. Now, I thought about this at the end of the last Baldur's Gate stream, because I skipped on doing an extended rest before going in and talking to these people, but I feel like I'm overconfident that everything is going to go smoothly while I'm here, so I am going to take a minute, go back to camp, take the extended rest, just heal up. There's no point in chancing anything in honor mode. Not when everything is on the line, you know?
Well, if it isn't my favorite fellow himself.
Always give the good scritches to Tara.
Blessed
Got him.
mistress.
It's like a mandatory thing at this point.
Lovely.
Don't forget, every time we find a new camp, we're going to check everyone's belongings, steal all the stuff that could be worth some money. I'm also going to just talk with everyone.
Hey, soldier.
See if they have anything new to say. We've got some infernal metal. What should we do with it?
Damon told us to look out for this stuff, right? Let's go find him.
You and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Do you think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
As a reminder, when you talk to people in your camp playthrough, speak to them however you want to. I'm playing a good guy, and I have the goal of romancing Karlach, so I'm obviously going to be super nice to her. But if you're doing a dirge run, feel free to be as mean as possible. Just say whatever you want to anyone. It doesn't ultimately matter. I mean, some things do. If you're too mean to people and scare them away, obviously you might not necessarily want to do that, but you don't need to be best friends with everyone, is my point.
You know, I've been thinking, and I think there's something I should tell you. Nothing big or terrible, just a small little detail about me that hasn't come up naturally. It's just that I happen to be a... what's the best way to put this? A vampire.
Well, yes. Obviously.
Right. Well, glad we got that out the way. So, was there anything else?
I love how, like, they make it so obvious. There's so many hints. How does someone become a vampire exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire.
Thank you for the reminder, audio. And welcome to the stream. In theory,
people think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
Tell me about your history.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
Well, let's head down here, get some sleep. Bazel. Why is he walking? Oh, that's right. He's encumbered because he needs to drink his elixir. Same thing with the Starian. Make sure he drinks his new elixir as well. And we can get out of here. We'll keep everyone kind of gathered together right here real quick so that we can summon Quoth, cast Longstrider on everyone, you know, do the usual buffs. Might as well. Ah, now he gets Vampire Bite. This is another reason that I like having him as the monk, is because of Vampire Bite. It makes him a little bit more effective when he's happy. And since he's going to be in melee range all the time anyways, might as well take advantage of it, right? We can go ahead and do Warding Bond on Astarian. And use our other level 2 slot to do Aid. And she still has a level 2 slot after that, which is nice. You can cast Speak with Dead on the dead Myconids, obviously, like I just did.
The corpse twitches in response to the spell, and you note its delicate filaments. It had been merely a child.
What was your role in the circle?
Like its living counterparts, the corpse speaks in your mind.
To grow, to know, to be one with the circle.
How did you die?
Bang. Grey dwarves. Hurt.
These Grey Dwarves, what did they want here?
Gnome. Death. Gnome death.
Who were you?
A sprout.
And what was life in the circle like?
Floating, knowing, seeing, hearing, all together, never apart.
The spell's power wanes.
Remember, even if you don't really care what he says or have specific questions to ask, make sure you cast that spell on him. You'll be able to then see any other corpses that you can cast the spell on just by walking by them. I'm not going to steal anything from this lady. I'm just trying to grab the torch. You know me.
You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
Haven't seen him.
Right. Never mind.
Who is he to you?
My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
Need some help finding him?
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
What does he look like?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Great. All right, go ahead and show me your wares. All right, cool. She has an elixir of giant strength, so we'll go ahead and grab another one of them. Buy those whenever you find them. Just whenever you possibly come across them. We're going to go ahead and buy these potions of animal speaking as well. Caustic Band. This is an incredible ring. I use that throughout the entire game. Definitely grab that. I also always buy this, the Amulet of Restoration. I think it's worth it. She's going to sell some fingers, so we're going to buy those. Fingers are what we use to make our own elixirs of strength later in the game. And then we're going to go ahead and sell all of our crap to her. Before I forget, we're going to go ahead and equip Gale with that ring that we just bought. It's going to increase every attack that he does by 2 damage. And not very many things are resistant to acid, so that does help. And then, I know this seems counterintuitive, but I am going to go ahead and give her the amulet as well. It's going to give her more healing spells. And the reason that I do that is because she gets the benefits for using her healing spells. So I feel like if I just keep them on her, then everyone gets more temporary hit points. They get blessed, things like that. It might be a smart idea to kind of span out your healing so that, you know, you give these to someone like Astarian or Karlach. They can use their bonus action to keep everyone tip-top, but I find it better as the game progresses to just keep them on her. A couple more food items up here you can steal if you really want to. You know I do. There's a couple quests here that we want for the added experience and skills and stuff that they get. Namely, come up here and talk to Blurg. He has a really interesting quest.
Ah, a visitor.
You're a welcome sight, but let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
I don't want to talk to him with Shadowheart, though.
Member of the Society of Brilliance at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
So we're going to leave, and then we're going to pull up Gale, and then we're going to talk to him again.
A visitor. You're a welcome sight.
I've never heard of the Society of Brilliance.
Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep?
Honestly, kind of got lost down here. Feel free to say what you want for the most part. You do eventually want to be honest with them, though.
A common phenomenon in the Underdark, I'm afraid. Could I ask what you were searching for to begin with?
And I'm going to go ahead and explain the entire story to him.
You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside his head, but he hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis. That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
An illithid is your friend. How is that possible?
I have broken free from the Elder Brain's yoke. I no longer serve the grand design. I ask that you refrain from violence, while I respect that your opinion of my kind may not change.
What is the grand design?
A collective quest to eliminate the Gith and enslave all other humanoids. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
I am going to relax and let him search my mind.
As the Meloon's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
Can you extract it?
No. It appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma.
That doesn't sound ideal.
It is not ideal. The process would surely kill you. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination.
Go ahead and tell him about the strange Mind Flayer ship you were on.
A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion.
Well, thanks for the information.
Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Bypass? What kind of alchemy are we talking about?
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timisk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timisks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Eating those doesn't sound like a great idea.
My formula will hamper the more harmful effects once the mushrooms are brewed into a potion. Your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact.
Lovely. Now, if you're doing a role-playing game, you might want to back away at this point. However, since we're doing honor mode, we do want to go ahead and accept his quest, so we're going to ask him, where do I find these mushrooms?
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric.
Why would a cleric have a bunch of dangerous mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Say, all right, I'll come back when I find the mushrooms.
May your travels be safe and swift.
So we're not actually going to worry about doing this quest just yet. It's not the most challenging quest in the world. It's actually really easy to do. But getting to the location is a challenge, and there's a lot of other stuff like en route that we want to make sure that we accomplish. So we're just going to hold off on it for now. But
welcome back.
Go ahead and talk back to Blurred real quick and trade with him. This is really helpful if you have a magic caster. It gives you a level 1 magic missile, but it also lets you shoot an additional magic missile dart, which is fantastic. But obviously we don't have any magic casters in our current party, so we're not going to worry about it. The Baneful is an excellent warlock weapon. And then Melf's first staff. This is awesome. This is priority number 1 when talking to him. I don't actually need Sunwalker's gift because everyone in my current party has dark vision, so I'm not worried about that. I will go ahead and buy the Boots of Genial Striding, though. And we'll see if he has any fingers. He does. He has a finger. So we'll buy that. And then we can continue our conversation with him. I've never seen a hobgoblin like you before.
The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality.
Hey, DM, welcome to the game. Well, the game stream. I've been doing that a lot today, mixing up my words. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Search in the Underdark sounds like a dangerous prospect. You can feel free to skip all this part. It's just like backstory stuff that I find fascinating and interesting, and I'm just going to talk to him while we're here.
Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, Trillimac. I've studied them for years.
And what have your studies uncovered?
This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict.
Impeded by difficult terrain, so either Karlach or he doesn't have any boots. Let's make sure that he's not barefoot. Go ahead and give the boots to him. Doesn't matter. Either of your melee characters, whichever one, will benefit from the boots. The staff, which we are going to give to Shadowheart. This is going to give her a much better chance to hit with all of her spells, so it's just fantastic. It also gives her a spell, and she can use it with a shield. So why not? And then one more time, we're going to talk to Mellorum.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
How did you escape your colony?
I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
How do you survive? Don't you need brains?
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company, and thus I now feed from those who act against the Society's goals.
Best way to deal with that sort of hunger, I suppose.
Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes?
And we are just going to keep going.
I've never seen anything like it.
Gonna head up here. Keep in mind, alright, if you do decide to end up going rampage and killing all of the Myconids at any point in the game, these barrel stalks spit out these haste spores, which give you increased movement speed and 2 standard actions each turn. They're awesome, so just keep that in mind. Makes the fight a breeze.
I read about Myconids and the manifold properties of their spores. That Dwergar is about to rise.
There she is.
Undead.
Talk to Thala.
Sovereign's thick fingers stroke
Or the Sovereign will interrupt us. That's fine too. Either way.
Droning
How we doing? Okay.
melody
Welcome
greets
back. Welcome to the
as the
party.
creature
Is that a
turns
what is
its
that? Is that
gaze to you.
a Chihuahua banana?
Flesh talker.
Chihuanana?
I show you a memory.
I don't even know. I got nothing. Dark thinking about tentacles again? Oh, you know Dark.
A violent vision grips you. Dwergar, dark dwarves chopping Myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakeward.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
Dwergar invaders, huh? I'd like to hear their side of the story first, but alright.
Why exactly did these Dwergar attack?
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
You harbor a fugitive gnome? Admirable of you.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song.
But yeah, I can handle those Dwergar.
An illusion comes over you. A Dwergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the circle a service. We will await word.
So, what are you doing to that corpse?
We breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children.
If I die down here, destroy my corpse.
These spores hold such power. How might I gain this knowledge?
You may not. The spores hear only the circle. They dance to no other harmony.
I'm gonna talk to Thala, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Literally any antidote works, so you can just give her one. If you really want to, you can kill her. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm gonna go ahead and give her the antitoxin.
Ah, gods. Whatever that is, I needed it.
Why are you helping me?
How could I pass by? You were in pain. Feel free to say whatever you want at this point.
No arguments there. Felt like a hook horror was sorting through my guts. But that cure did the trick. Quick, sharp too.
I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh,
It hurts.
Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
You're in no condition to help anyone.
Maybe not, but you are. I need you to rescue my kin. We can pay. We're Ironhand Clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
And what was this expedition your clan were on?
Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual. But our work pays well. Help my clan, and we'll make it worth your while. I swear.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind about failing the insight. All right, I'll free your people if I can.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwergar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Okay, grab those boots from her and go ahead and equip them on the other of your melee characters, whoever you didn't give the last ones to, because they're actually really, really good. Boots of Speed. So there is one more thing that you can do. You can try to find this lady's...
Fleshwalker.
Forgot about Bulette.
Tongue talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
I live at the edges. Wherever there's solitude, there's danger. But peace, too.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying Myconid corpses.
Dwergar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwergar rot. I mean to join you.
I would accept his help. Go ahead and have him join you, because his abilities are going to be very helpful for you. Doesn't hurt to have an extra person on your party. I've said that 1,000 times. Join me. That depends on, can you make yourself useful?
In death, your foe becomes your ally. I will raise it. You may command it.
You can only do, I think, one at a time, but it's still pretty badass. Very well.
Remain in the Underdark, and I will follow. We cleanse the rot together.
And we have him on our team. I'm gonna go this way. I don't think there's a way for me to do this without, like, Mage Hand or something. I feel like I'm missing something. I've done it without Mage Hand before. I just can't think of the way to do it. What I was trying to say is you can free what's-her-name's husband, or you can not. There's options. That's what I wanted to find earlier. Hidden chest up here. I honestly didn't even know that was an inspiration for Karlach, so that's pretty cool. We'll keep going this way, just for a minute.
Looking into the hole, you see only darkness. It's impossible to tell how deep it goes by sight alone.
Hello?
Your call echoes as it plunges downward, before gradually fading away.
The Bulette that we killed during the last session lives in that hole. You can talk to it if you get there before killing him. Doesn't really have much interesting to say, but it's just something that you can do.
Well,
hello. Have you destroy these? Thank you, Karlach.
Let me work my magic.
Just grab that. You can go this way. There's actually another warp point, waypoint over here, not too far away. But first, let's go this way. Okay, we want to come here, and I'm going to think for a second, because if you have Mage Hand, this is super easy to do. I don't necessarily care about this guy. If he dies, not a big deal. However, there's a mushroom over here that we want to collect, and we don't want that to explode. These things normally wouldn't be that big of a deal on their own. However, there is... I can't even see it yet. I'm not close enough to it. There it is. There's a torch over here. So obviously if you set these off, kind of like what happened up above, this entire area goes up in flames, destroying both him and the mushroom. And again, the mushroom is what we want. It's got to be an ability that I don't have. Mage Hand is the easiest way, but there's something else. I know I've done it before. Does it shovel? Can shovel? Shovel can't interact with items. I'm gonna summon Shovel. This might be a waste, but I feel like it might have been her. Yep. Oh no. Oh no. My mushroom. Oh well. Well, bye to the noble stock, I guess.
Careful, I bite.
Wah, wah, wah. It's exactly what we don't want to happen, for the record. But again, honor mode. Things happen. Things go wrong. Not a big deal. It's gonna wait for that fire to go out, and then we'll go in there. Noble stock is good to give to Shadowheart. It's the only reason that I really wanted it. But it's not the end of the world. It doesn't ultimately change much about her. It just adds a little bit to her backstory. Clearly, it was not Shovel. Shovel was not the way to go there. Now we know, for future reference. I swear, people watching this are gonna... That's the second one that I failed. That's a sad day. Have no faith in me to get to the end. Which, did I blame him? How many mistakes did I make? Have him jump up here. Oh, no, it's over here, that's why. Whew. So I don't think the flames went that high. And you get this ring, which is nature and survival. Not the best thing in the world, but it definitely helps.
Word, my dear.
Give that to Karlach, I guess. Okay, get everyone up here, and then we'll split them up, and we'll get ready for this fight. That should do it. Okay, this might be a tough fight at this level, but I think we can pull it off.
I don't like these flowers.
Go deal with these things. Hopefully we just trigger the one. There's like 3 or 4 of these things that we can fight in this area. You want to try and pull them off like one at a time if you can. If you can't, it's not the end of the world, but they do have 97 health, so they are kind of tough to take on when there's a whole group of them.
Yes, of course. See? Extra 2 damage every time. It's wonderful.
Bye forever, pal.
Hey, it adds up.
Soldier.
Okay, and now we can use her Click Heals ability to get her right up into the fray. And then use... not a ranged attack. That'd be silly.
Got to concentrate.
Have her come up here. Use a Hunter's Mark as well. Although that is less important now that we have that staff with her, because we can start using our spells and sometimes have a higher chance to hit. We'll go ahead and dash you up as a distraction as well.
Let's turn someone inside out.
We'll have him do a standard dash.
Don't
Get him nice and close. And double attack. Bit of a lag there. Nice. Gonna skip him because it doesn't matter. We're just gonna be doing all these melee attacks until it dies. someone's bound to hit.
More
There
than
we
just
go.
lip service.
Okay, so now we come this way with Gale. Can loot this thing for its item, but more importantly, you moved Glut here, and you have him use this animating spores ability.
Silence! I am breathing.
Now we have a friend. That's going to make killing the rest of these things that much easier.
Which way to the nearest library?
Have her rush up a little bit further. There we go. Trigger 2 more of these things. One of them is up here, and forgive the camera, it's a little bit annoying in this section, but there's one up here, and then another one should be down here somewhere, unless it's this one that we pissed off. Might be that one. Okay. That's fine. Thought there was one over here. Ah, there he is. We have not procced that one, so that's fine. We'll try not to proc him, if we can avoid it. Shovel, let's go like here, and call it a day.
Me.
I hate the camera right here.
Shall be done.
More of them. There we go. Yep, want you to get a little bit closer. Who is blocking your way? Shadowheart. Get like here, please. What's your chance to hit with Sacred? It's up to 70 now? What, regular attack is 75? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the regular attack.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Who's blocking him? Gonna star him.
The dance macabre.
What are you doing, man? Again, we'll do normal dash.
The witching hour.
Okay, now you can get a little closer. Thank you.
It's no blood.
And Karlach, I feel like I want you to hang back and wait for that other one to come up. Oh no, we got the other hook horror down there. That'll be fine. Yeah.
Eat it.
Oh, is that what Frosty said? That's funny. Alright, Glut, we'll have you move this way. And we'll have this guy go with you. Yep, there it is. Just triggered the other two. That's fine. Well, everything Dark Munchies returning to our tasty team. Ah, that's awesome. It says calling reinforcements, but we've already procced all of them that there are, so don't worry about that too much.
Calling the rest of its pack.
I know. Click heals to get her to get a little bit closer, hopefully kill this thing. Don't like whatever's going on with Gale right now, but that's fine. Have her start moving up.
I've missed this.
How about you do...
Sounds like fun.
Can't give up.
Okay, now you need to start moving up.
Got to move.
Heal some folks. Can you? Probably way out of your range. Yep. And also... off to a delicious endeavor here. Oh, geez, Shadowheart. Easy. Okay. Did you let him go? No, of course not. Alright, so we're going to take our hook horror. We're going to have him do a pounce. There we go. Knock him down so we can do a multi-attack. What's going on with Glut? Oh, is he also hypnotized? Okay. That's fair. We'll start with Shadowheart. We're gonna have her do a preserve life, just to keep everyone alive. We will also have her go ahead and use this free healing word cast. No, yeah, the free healing word cast on herself. Keep herself alive, and then we're gonna have her back up so that she's not directly next to this thing anymore.
I'm heating up.
Karlach can then move forward with a frenzy. How you doing, Seth? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. We're getting our ass kicked over here. He should be fine on his own. Yeah, just have him keep beating this thing up. It'll be dead next turn. Wastes a turn casting sleep on Shovel of all people. That's funny. We'll just have him kind of bounce right there. This guy's going to come up and beat up Astarion, but he should be fine. There we go, Gale. Alright, let's try this again. You don't even have it, do you? Yeah, you need to use this. Okay, that's fine. I'll have Gale focus on the magic caster. We're actually going to use a pushing attack. Knocking him off the ledge. Oh, thank God he didn't die, though. That would have sucked.
I got this.
Like, I'm glad I didn't push him too far, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so now we can have her hit him really hard twice, hopefully. 1 health left.
Hungry for the slaughter.
What a dick. Alright, and then that thing is now dead. Philro should be dead the next turn. What? You just wait. Ooh, jerk. Can you? Probably not, especially now that I did that. Can't even do that. Alright.
Danse macabre.
Dead. So that was C. Tough fight, but totally doable. Nothing that we can't handle. Go ahead and use a short rest after that one. And now we have this waypoint, which is going to help us out later on. So, might as well. Let's see. Make sure to go back and loot this guy. Yeah, the icy crystal we want. Absolutely. This, we can send to Shadowheart. That's going to help. It's actually a quest item. Ignore the Susser
An
Blooms.
adamantine forge is very much a treasure. And any good treasure is protected by a guardian. Looks like we can defeat it with a so-called hot hammer.
That's a big hint to a later boss fight. We don't want to bother going too far here, like I said. There's a lot happening in that other area that we want to try to avoid for now. Take Karlach real quick, though. Have her split up, and then have her go up there. No one else needs to come with her. Just going to pass through that anti-magic field and grab this bark. Okay, that's going to come in handy in a little bit as well. We're going to loop everyone back together and have them come up here. And there's just some food and a couple quest items up here. This tattered scroll, a couple books, some intestines, if that, tickles your fancy. And a half-eaten gnome. You can cast Speak to the Dead on him if you'd like, which, of course, we're going to do.
You killed my beloved.
You're confused. I would never harm something as beautiful as your beloved. Go ahead and give him guidance. Kind of surprised that I succeeded at that, but alright. Alright, so you lived among those creatures.
My pack found me, fed me gnome flesh.
Who's this Dorn your records mention?
Friend, enemy, like Zargrim. 3 seek adamantine forge. Only one of us may find.
The adamantine forge. What is that?
Workshop of Great Siloof. Yali. Artifacts. Beyond price.
You know, it's mentioned a guardian. What is it?
Protector of the adamantine forge. Born from hellish heat. In hellish heat. Destroy.
Where would I find this forge?
Location was Durn's task. I learned of the Guardian.
So we're definitely not
The
strong enough to
spell's
take
power
on the Guardian
wanes.
yet, so we're
You can
definitely
ask
skipping
no
that part.
more questions.
For now. And I think that's it. Let's go lore this way real quick. So we don't have to come back later and do it. We're gonna have to think about it later. There's a thing over here that's kind of a neat little Easter egg. Man, this party with their survival, they're all rolling horribly lately. It's like the third one that all of them have failed on.
The rock under your feet juts upwards, forming a perfectly engraved tombstone with a small epitaph. In memory of Myrna, a shining light in this dark world, may you forever gaze upon the lake you loved to play in.
Not going to dig up the grave. I just wanted to note it for later. And that's it. So, at this point, we've done a lot in the Underdark. This is not a challenging area. It just takes a long time. There's a lot of, like, collecting items. It's very slow. And then there's a really tough fight at the very top of it. So we're going to skip that. And there's a bunch of other stuff that happens in, like, this area that we're not quite prepared for yet. So we are going to... Let's take a minute and step into the Emerald Grove. I want to take care of Karlach real quick.
I feel the fair's rest fading. I cannot leave the Underdark.
You feel it too. The Underdark's magical energy, the Fezres, slipping from your grasp.
Dismiss him. You can pick him back up at the Myconid camp later. Okay, we're coming here specifically to check on... We want to talk to Auntie Ethel, buy any elixirs she has, and then we're going to take a second and go talk to Damon.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions?
Don't tell her that yet. We just want to buy any potions she has. There we go, 3. And do you have any fingers yet? No, you do not. What the heck, Auntie Ethel? I found the infernal iron you mentioned.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That's racist, Dark.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less...
It is! That's super...
changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Okay, there we go. Now I can explain. Tieflings in this game are treated like devils and demons, and they are cast out of cities, and everyone, not everyone, but there's like a whole side plot of this game where people are super racist towards them because they look like devils. So you calling him a demon?
Gammon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
Well, let's find some evil for you to smack around then.
Bring it on.
I don't think her first upgrade is actually all that good, if I remember correctly. It's like Heart of Iron, that's what it is. Advantages on saving throws against being charged, which is silly, but it does help. So we hit level 4 early, like I said. We were planning on doing all of this and then heading up here and then going into the Underdark, but since we hit level 4 early, we've done all that now, so we can... What are you? Oh, kill Kaga. We're not going to do that just yet. So let's head back into the Blighted Village and head underneath and deal with some arachnids. You can jump through that spider web. It's probably easier and safer to just do this. You could also go into the well over here. You can crawl down into that. I'm going to go here because this leads to the blacksmith's place that we're going to finish a quest on before we do anything else. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Do a bunch of looting in this area. There's a spear and a sickle. This part will take a little bit because there's just so much to go through.
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Thank you for the warning, Karlach. Okay, there we go. I knew it was coming. I still hit the wrong damn button. Whoops. This is what I get for swapping between Pillars of Eternity and this game back and forth. I do want to read this real quick. Not actually read it, just do that.
Looks like this Sousa might come in handy.
Steel forged sword. This is actually pretty decent. More infernal iron too.
Dammon can use this to fix me.
He can't do anything with it right this second, but when you get the opportunity. You can take this if you want to. You don't need it the way that we're going to be playing. There's a whole way to play the game called Barrelmancy that involves these kind of barrels. Melting furnace. Use the melting furnace
Have
and
all the required materials. I need to fire up the forge first.
then the blacksmith bellows, then you combine the bark that we found earlier. Actually, I think it's on Karlach. Where are you? There you are. Throw that in there.
There we go.
The fire's
Now
going to
we
turn
need a
blue.
great sword, sickle, or dagger.
Right, like she said, great sword, sickle, or dagger. Great sword obviously does the most damage. Sickle, I think, is freaking useless. Dagger is the most versatile. The most amount of characters can use it, which is why I always end up going with the dagger. There you are.
The roaring furnace awaits an offering. A candy-sweet scent wafts forth. The Sousa bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The dagger is yours for the taking.
Now, the weapon that we just got is this thing. The Susser Dagger. Silences targets on hit, which is pretty fantastic. Actually, I'm going to give that to Gale. I know that seems silly because it does less damage, but it's actually a pretty solid weapon.
Don't burn
And
yourself.
no one else can really use it.
Your desire.
Silencing creatures comes in handy. Is it the best thing in the world that you can do? No. Will we be replacing that eventually? Absolutely. But it does help. There's situational times where that will come in handy. So now, at this point, I like to start using Astarion to kick open walls. Literally.
Better not touch the webs. I'd hate to disturb...
Oh, you're just not going to finish that sentence? Okay. We're about to trigger a fight, so make sure you have at least, you know, somewhat decent health. Astarion could use a top off, so I'm going to have these three grouped together real quick. I'll have Shovel join the fray too, might as well. Of course, I missed Shovel. That's fine. You will likely trigger this fight. It's okay if you do. Oh, wow! I didn't. That's funny. I was going to say it's okay if you do, but if you don't, that's cool too. It just lets you get a little bit closer. Fight's going to happen regardless. Bait. Okay. Some ettercaps and some spiders. Should have given a heads up for anyone that might have arachnophobia. This is a good time to turn away for a little while.
Good show.
Alright, Karlach.
Yeah,
Let's
missed
go
with an
time.
80 anyways. Alright, moving on. We're going to go this way with Karlach. Have her use click heals to get a little closer.
Boom!
Shovel. Have you dash. These things are annoying, but it's not a particularly difficult fight. May have you just do that.
Go for the throat.
And then we'll have him come this way.
Delicious.
99% chance to hit. God, I love it. Tavern Brawler, baby. Woo!
Victory is assured.
Okay. Have him reapply this.
On it.
On you.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
I'm not gonna waste the frenzy charge. I don't feel that there's a point in doing that. I will turn that off. Explains why her chance to hit has been so low. Yeah.
My faith will protect me. Onward.
Go close enough to try this. 96% chance to hit. Whoa.
Shall we dance?
Have him jump up here. That thing's such a pinch. Shovel. Shovel with the critical hit. Well done, buddy.
Let me recite their demise.
Oh, is it just the one thing? Yeah. Let's have you get a little
Pawn
bit
to
closer.
cleric 4.
There we go. See? Just an annoying fight because they move around so much, but not a difficult one. Make sure you loot very closely in this area. There's a lot of stuff that's like hidden around. A spurred band, what do you do? During combat, when the wearer starts their turn with 50% hit points or less, they gain momentum for one turn. Not an amazing item, but it is potentially a benefit.
Quite
So we might as well go ahead and
A good
give that
night's sleep
to
would do me wonders.
Don't touch me.
Starion, I suppose? Dead Goblin Child. We'll have you pull out your bow and start hitting all these cocoons that are hanging in the air because they start to drop items. Okay. Be careful going this way. You don't want to go too far down there just yet. We will be in 2 seconds, but you want to just be rested and prepared and ready for a tough fight. It's going to be the toughest fight that we've had so far. You might get stuck on these webs. Don't worry about it if you do. Just keep moving. The crazy noise that it makes actually just attracts those ettercaps. So the fact that we've already fought and killed them, you're clear to go. It's going to happen a lot. Happening a lot.
Keep your distance down.
To the area that's above the blacksmith. I don't really think there's anything special down here, but we're going to go ahead and break down the wall anyway and check it out. It's just another way out. So we're going to go here. Oop, just a backpack down here. See, this place is huge. Just gotta be careful and double check everywhere that you go. This is underneath the well. Alright, so we'll break these open, see if I can grab whatever drops from them. Alright, and then you definitely want to come into this little side passage over here, where you will find a bunch more stuff to loot, including some of my favorite books in the game. Individually, they're just more books, but you put them all together and they tell a story, and it's a pretty fascinating one, in my opinion. So we'll be reading that towards the end of the stream. All these journals. You actually get an inspiration from that. That's pretty cool. Spider step boots. Those are actually really helpful too. They're helpful specifically in this area. I think we want to give these to her. Make you immune to webbed surfaces, which is...
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Like I said, specifically in this area, they're really helpful. Okay, I think that's everything. So, we're gonna have everyone grouped together and heal
Hey, good
through
looking.
potions instead of using spell slots
What am I
or
to
a short
do?
rest. Believe me, you want to be topped up for this. Frankly, I should probably wait on this until I'm level 5, but we're gonna go ahead and do it right now anyways. This fight is tough. This fight is very tough. Oh, what does Frosty got for us? Gratitude dripped up. So even the game is like, you want to save right now. Oh, I hate this fight.
I was raised better than this.
If there was a fight that I was not confident in us winning right now, it would be this one.
Any mistakes.
Okay, you want to come over here and try and destroy these eggs. Pray that thing doesn't see you doing it. There's actually an achievement for doing all 3 clutches of these before the battle starts. You don't need to do all 3 of them to win the fight, but I definitely recommend trying to get as many of the eggs down as you possibly can. Alright, that's 1 clutch down. Okay, this one I will go like here.
Time for a little pilfering.
Don't want everyone to just announce your presence, though. I'm gonna piss off these other spiders, I know it. Actually making good progress with these.
Unnoticed. Good.
Okay. Let me see down there, because I can't actually tell if there's another egg that I missed. Nope, I think I got that entire clutch. Sweet. Okay, that just made this a lot easier. That means there's just one more. I've only been able to pull that off once, and admittedly it was on an easier difficulty with a lot of saves coming, so I don't even think I'm going to try right now, because I don't want my party to be too split
Let's
up.
see what I can spirit away.
What I do want to do is have probably a Starian split up from the team and go this way. He doesn't need to be stealth to do it, though. Nope,
Step quick.
wrong way. There we go. Okay, head down here.
On tippy toes, the element of surprise.
He's gonna get caught right here, and that's fine. Oh well, maybe he's not. Well, alright.
Wanna dance?
Time to play.
There we go.
Is that everyone? That's everyone. And all the freaking spiders. That's why you destroy the clutches. Because she releases them, and once these are all dead, she releases the other 2, and it's wild. Alright. Luckily with the Starian right there, we've already wiped out one of the enemies. It would make sense, you'd think, to have him charge them. We're not going to. We're going to wait off and see where they go. Because they like to move around. Now, what makes this really easy... Not Gale. Shadowheart. Make yourself useful here. Yeah, there it is. Hit the spider web. The most amount of damage you can do to that thing in a single turn is by just dropping it off the freaking cliff.
On the move.
Okay, get her away from everyone else.
A tale for the ages.
Gale now can not use Hunter's Mark, apparently.
Don't get too close.
Some webbed crap. Okay. Well, Gale just wasted a turn. Crap. Yeah, he's like just out of range of anything. Damn. That sucks. It's worth a shot. Let's do a little bit of damage. Okay, shovel. Go this way, I think, and just hold out.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Karlach. Have you frenzy. And we're gonna have her throw. Can you reach this? No. Something. Okay, now these things are all gonna come close. Oh, this isn't good. Though, yeah, that's probably your smartest move. Ouch. It's fine. Just get off the thing, and then have him light that on fire. That should kill most of those. It didn't kill a single one. Wow! Killing me, man. It's alright. We'll have him use one of those.
Talk to me. Let me strike true.
Time for a cull.
Kinda want you to ignore those and go kill the big one.
Make it hurt.
There you go. I totally forgot about his legendary action, but luckily it missed. Keep in mind anyone that's trying this out on their own. This thing does have a legendary action. It can entomb you in Gossamer and basically removes you from the fight entirely if it isn't cured in time. So careful with that because it can get bad news bears. Shovel, just stay up there and protect. I guess Karlach can take out these other ones. When possible, always choose to use Great Weapon Master over Frenzied Strike. Frenzied Strike adds a cumulative minus 5% chance to hit. Greater Weapon does not have that problem. Oh, survived that. Nice. That's what it is, right there. Gossamer tomb. Good.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Alright, Gale. Can you actually hit this thing now? No. Yeah, have you get down here.
Outflank. Outsmart.
Yeesh. Take that off.
Need to stay focused.
Excellent time for a critical. There's one less to deal with. Gonna have her go down so she can heal everyone. And that's where this comes in handy. Mass healing word. Everyone is at full health. Hell yes.
Keep them guessing.
Fuck yes.
Have her click heals.
I'm going to
Go
enjoy
punch it.
this.
Or not. Forgot about that thing. Screw it.
Close ranks.
Bye, Shovel. You've served me well. It's probably gonna jaunt away. It did not jaunt away. Oh, there it is. Yeah, but it jaunted exactly where I was hoping it would. Because now we can do... I mean, really anyone,
turn.
but how about you? Attack the web. There's 3 left. Attack the web one more time. Drops. Dead. What? How is it alive? Just killing me, Smalls. Alright, I can go kill it now, though. excuse you?
Gone with the weave.
All right, well,
Let's light
that's
them
fine.
up.
Still doing fairly good against it, so Gale. 1 HP. You are shitting me right now. Oh man. How freaking funny will it be if Shadowheart ends up being the one to take this thing out? No way. Shadowheart of all people gets the killing blow. That's so funny.
Endless dark.
Boom.
Transfixing, isn't
Tough
it?
fight, but we did it.
Who knows what's down there?
Try not to stand in the toxins, though. I am really
After
bad
you.
about that.
All right.
So funny that that was her, that he got the final blow. That's that fight. It can be a lot tougher, believe me. I know that that one actually went very well for us, mostly because we got to drop it off of a ledge twice, but it can be a challenge. You want to pick up this Dark Amethyst, that's important. I'm glad that went as well as it did. That would have been super embarrassing to die right there. Normally I wait till level 5 to take that thing on. Let me come over here. This is the most useless waypoint in the game. If you really want to, you can jump down there. You'll die, but you can do it. Or jump down there. Unless you have Featherfall on, then you can survive. I might just go ahead and sell this, because he's never going to cast a spell that deals poison damage. What looks better? Karlach's or this? I kind of like that on him, not going to lie. There's no benefit to using this. You like Karlach's? How about just that? And we managed to pull that off without needing an extended rest, which is pretty exciting. I still haven't decided if I want to give that to Astarion or Gale yet. Yeah, might as well have him do this then.
Direct me.
Do I need to speak to him first, or just have him use it?
Need something?
No, I'll just have him use it.
How delicious.
Let's go for it. Necromancy of Thay. It is not too late.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You feel the darkness radiating from the book. It's delicious.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
Please don't open the creepy book.
Let's go ahead and put that amethyst in instead. We're gonna open it.
The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply.
Well, quite the page turner. I'll get back to it when I have more time to focus.
He doesn't even need to go through the rolls. Let's head up to the Blighted Village. I think that's it. We definitely don't want to go down here yet. We still need more elixirs. Oh, I know what we're doing next. We're going north. I'm just checking to see if there's a... I thought there was a big spot over here, but apparently not. That's fine. Ah, there it is.
What's that?
And then we come up this way. Grab all the random lootable, sellable items over here. Nothing under there. Just a loose boulder. Okay.
A feast fit for an ogre. you notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Let's use sleight of hand. Carefully wiggle the dagger until it slides free. Might as well use guidance as always.
Your cautious method pays off. The dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery meat.
It's nothing special, just a dagger +1. Sell it. Come over here. Make sure we're not missing anything that we can sell. A couple pitchforks.
Could be useful.
Have you experienced this yet, Dark?
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Hello?
Go away!
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
We're gonna open the door anyway.
What the hell are you doing?
Back away slowly.
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
Don't disturb a half ogre in the making.
Half ogre.
Now this is my happy place. Come on, Karlach. Show him who you are.
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to... Oh, well.
Count on me.
Can't afford to let up.
Let's have some carnage.
The worst.
This will do nicely.
Nope. You put your... There you go. You are getting smashed first.
My word.
Need to act fast.
It's a pretty simple fight, all things considered. Especially after what we just experienced. There's no point in walking through, so I'm just going to hammer it with melee attacks and
Ready for
basic
another
attacks.
round?
An ogre and a bugbear. Ah, torrid tryst indeed.
Pity we interrupted
My kiddo.
them.
Love you. No hug? Oh, how's your face? Love you. I mean, what else are you gonna do with all this booze? Just pour a corpse underneath him. Oh my god. So messed up. By all rights, we should be going south by now. But again, we're gonna I'll hold off on that for a little bit because we need more elixirs. So I'm gonna go to camp and we're gonna extended rest. This probably is gonna feel like a waste, but might as well while we're here. We have the supplies to do it.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
There's something you're not telling me, and I'm sure of it.
I don't know what you mean.
No, I think you know exactly what I mean.
It's nothing, really.
I'll change the subject. I don't want to piss her off too much. Nope.
What is it, Mr. Dakarios?
Didn't mean to talk to Tara, but I will give her a good scritch. Alright, just take a rest. Oops. Hey, Scratch. Give him good bets, too. Or not. Okay.
Come on. Come on. What are you hiding? Can you summon the dead? Bring them back. Can you... Oh, Can you shut up and let me read?
I didn't say anything.
What? No, not you. I was just perusing this little find. Will you shut up? Forgive me. This book reads you more than you read it.
What do you mean?
I mean it plays with your mind. There are secrets here, but the book has spirits. They fight you every step of the way. I barely opened it when they started whispering from the shadows. Now, every time I open it, the voices surge back into my mind. I can't reason with them. They exist to protect that book.
Is there anything we can do?
Maybe. Maybe not. It's hard to know what's lurking in here. Someone went through a lot of trouble to protect this tome. It has to be something more than a book of cantrips. Still, I doubt this will help us with our parascience. Maybe it's better to put it aside for now.
What are you hoping to find in there, anyway?
It's a book of necromancy, full of secrets about controlling the dead, returning the dead to life, and who knows what else. Whatever's in here, it might give me an edge over my old master, Cazador. Or free me from him entirely. Although I can't make any progress as long as those spirits remember their mission. It seems to be all they know. Still, if nothing else, maybe I can beat Cazador to death with it. I suppose you want to hear about Cazador.
You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
So, you were his slave?
A vampire's spawn is less than a slave. They're a puppet. We have no choice but to obey our master's commands. They speak, and our bodies react. It's all part of the deal. Sometimes he'd order us to submit to torture. Sometimes he'd have us torture ourselves. Whatever his weather-vane mood settled on.
That sounds terrible. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there, and they might not be the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
You keep me safe, and I'll do the same.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
What do you make of Raphael's deal?
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
I understand the appeal.
I'm glad to hear it. Whatever's coming, we need to keep our options open.
Let's head on back. Let's get Quoth back up. That long strike one. Warding Bond for Astarion. Hideout. Okay. Onwards to the next area. Remember when Barcus was alive? Good times. Let's go piss off some goblins.
Oi! Thicko! This here's off limits. Get to the main gate or I'll plug you full of arrows.
Yes, we know.
Look it, Claw.
There we go.
Supper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Fexite.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Okay, we could use the Illithid Wisdom, but I kind of want to save that. I know that there's other things coming up. So we're going to go with this one because it's new to me. Beautiful animal. Does she belong to the Nordland Wargata family?
How'd you know? Dumb as a rock, but world class at tearing the throats out of wee ones, she is. Rest of her litter's inside in the pens. Beautiful beasts.
She looks fierce. Is she battle tested?
Course. Ripped out 3 bellies on our last raid alone. Be a shame if you came all this way without having a look. But I can't let you pass just like that. Celebrating a raid we are. You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it.
Nope. Absolutely not drawing on my face with a pile of poo. That ain't gonna happen. I'll try this, though. This is hilarious. Scoop up the warm dung and fling it at Olok's face. I don't have the best athletics, but apparently I have enough.
My eyes! You shitey fixate!
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. That's hilarious. I've never done that before.
Claw! You idiot!
This is gonna feel good.
Definitely don't need.
The hammer's gonna fall.
Frenzy for this. Let's go ahead and rend division. Normally I try to like sneak them around the back here and set them up all strategically and rain fire on them from above, but that was too good to pass up.
Break them.
I'm not going to waste the Kai point. I'll just use the regular unarmed.
Cover me! I'm going for the alarm!
Oh boy. And that's why I try to go from the top.
On my way.
There we go. Aw, Quoth. You dick.
Put him up.
Karlach, go take care of this guy for me, please. Thank you. Oh, that was good damage.
Feel that anguish.
Try it again. Double kill. Woo!
Can't give up. Not now.
Oh dear. Came back in time for that, huh? What's the command to clip? Because I tried it and it didn't work.
Mine is the advantage.
Watch this. Well, well. Look what we have here.
A trap?
There's nothing there. I'll just have him come out
that way
to here.
Hey! Something bit me.
Get the
Just an
experience. Too bad.
insect. I'm sure you'll survive.
Looking at a future true soul, you are. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
The Knoll Norder I'm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh?
Sounds like a bloody scrap. Where did you see that?
You ain't here. We sacked Joaquin's Rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, Knoll snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious.
Were there any survivors?
Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the flaming fist? Pile of smoking corpses.
Do you happen to know the way to Moonrise?
You ain't know the broken road? Nah. I'll tell you real slow like, so you don't miss it. North.
What a dick.
Tribe?
Tribe.
Tribe!
Okay.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Let's go and smack him. Okay. Try. As you can see, you don't need to really plan for that fight very much. Just knock him dead. But we can officially start selling these scrolls, all of our Speak with Deads, if you happen to have any. Starion just knows them, knows that spell. And as you go this way, you will be stopped by something, so just be ready for that. Don't panic if it happens, when it happens.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
Nice one, Shadowheart. That thing in your pocket seems powerful as hell.
You've got some explaining to do first. What is that thing that you have?
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
Why Baldur's Gate? What aren't you telling me?
I suppose, if we're to continue together, I may as well tell you. I serve Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth. Let's continue.
Heavens forbid. We're all entitled to our secrets.
I don't care who you worship. Tell me about that artifact.
There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself, the three figures in the vision, the Chosen are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. And you still do not know what it even is.
Keep that thing safe. Seems we'll need it.
Trust me. I'll guard it with my life. Let's keep going.
Does the stream have a sexual content warning for anyone else? It should. I always have that on, though, because we're a bunch of degens. It's an adult stream. I mean, it is what it is. And that there is the Goblin camp right in front of us, which is a super fun area. We saw an orc borked a bigger orc.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
An orc borking a bigger orc. Hilarious.
A new age is dawning. Ah, a stranger in a fair camp.
Oh, Volo. What did you get yourself into?
Great glory.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it?
Quite the trove. How'd you get your hands on all this?
Nicked him off the dead, didn't I?
I love how honest he is. Let me see what you got. The returning pike is really cool for throwing builds, because it returns to your hands automatically, but we don't need that. This is the one. The Boots of Aid and Comfort. Make sure you buy those. I honestly typically do use these as well, but I gotta check and see what everyone else has equipped currently. And, the Gloves of Archery.
Get moving. I've got other customers.
So, at this point, you're gonna give him the Gloves of Archery, which increases his damage by an additional 2 per attack. Might as well give these to her, just so she has something better than what she had. But make sure those boots go to her. Boots of Aid and Comfort. That's going to make her healing 3 points better, which is amazing. I'm going to save the money and not buy those.
Mountains, great mortals, all ginders to quake.
Bibberbang.
With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filthenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Give him our rapt attention. You know what? I don't know why I am Tharian, but he would say Fragilus Glide. I don't know this language.
Come on, you turnip! Quite so. Now, if you'll excuse me, draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am Draw-Raxlin, Tumptuous, Draw-Raxlin,
You broke him!
Wait! Draw-Raxlin, we pray, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done!
Okay, I'm gonna go over here.
Idiot!
I'm gonna grab this waypoint, and then we're going to go back
Statue of Seluna.
to
This ruin must have been dedicated to her.
the Blighted Village.
Now it's a nest for some filthy goblins. A fitting end.
I knew there was something that we were forgetting.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Here we go.
That stench! Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
There she blows. Oh, look at it. So cute.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
You're injured. There's still half a spear lodged in your head.
It's a splinter. I've gutted bigger threats than you with worse.
I mean, I'm gonna kill it. Yeah, let's just fight it. Yeah, that's a chunky owlbear. I see it come. And now it has a friend. Womp womp. Oh, honor mode.
What should I do? On
You
my
should
way.
stay up here and just try and keep these thing off of people. That's what you should do. Honestly, you gotta
Open up.
Time to kill. Yes.
One down. Okay, now get everyone to separate a little bit. Tiny claws. Aw. Ouch.
I'll die. Please help me.
Oh, that was a big pain.
Ready.
You are going to heal him. You know what? Let's use this.
Take you.
And then we'll use... throw one of them.
Let's go. Say bye-bye.
That's fine.
Excellent.
I'm purposely ignoring the owlbear. The cut, I mean. Oh boy.
Got to concentrate.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Shall we cut and run?
Come on, Astarion. Yeah. You're gonna make me kill this thing, aren't you? Oh, damn it. I don't wanna. I haven't heard it though. Let me leave it alone. Yeah, it's gonna make me kill it. Damn it. Alright.
Swiftly now.
That's a bummer. Sorry, buddy. Oakfather's Embrace. We're gonna go ahead and sell that.
Mine for the
owlbear
taking.
egg. Is there worth a fortune?
Owlbear egg? These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
A shrine to Selûne.
A wizard sealed this chest. Wasn't an amateur either. This prayer bears the same symbol as the chest. I think it might just be the key.
Okay, so what you want to do is grab that prayer sheet and then open it next to this chest. And
there we go.
Remove the seal.
Never knew prayer could be so practical.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible.
And then she complains about it. So don't be ridiculous. There could be something useful here.
This rubbish is an offering to Selûne. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Trifling with that moon witch will only bring you trouble. Shah's guidance is clear.
We are in no position to abandon resources. I'm sure Shar will understand.
Fine. Perhaps you can sell them for a couple of coins.
That's the spirit.
It hurts.
I mean, she's right, though. What's in here is not, honestly, very, very good. A bunch of stuff that we can just sell. We're going to go ahead and give that necklace to Karlach. When she has 50% or less health, she doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Not amazing, but it's technically better than nothing. For those of you who are unaware, as we go through this playthrough, we've been collecting all of the notes, books, etc. And at the end of every stream, not every stream, almost every stream, we try to read through them to catch up on backstory stuff, and that's what we're going to be doing right meow. So for anyone that isn't interested in that, this is where we say goodbye, and I'll catch you on the next time. Thank you very much for hanging out and all the good stuff. Okay, on that note, we're going to stop right here for the night. Thanks for hanging out with us, Dark. I appreciate you. Have yourself a great night. Thank you, Dark. Yeah, everyone that's hung out with us this long, please don't forget to check out the Discord and the YouTube. So, thank you, everyone, so much for hanging out. I appreciate you all.